The Steelers made a big-time addition and subtraction yesterday. Big Deke news. I can't be the only one that reacted like this yesterday once I heard that the Steelers were planning on releasing cornerback Desmond King, right? What was that? Like, the Steelers secondary has obviously been struggling this season. And I thought, being that King was a really good slot corner, has been a really good slot corner thus far in his NFL career, and is a former All-Pro, and is really not that old. He's only 28 years old. I figured he'd be more part of the solution going forward, as opposed to being a guy that we just cut out of nowhere and not give more opportunities. Because to start with, he hasn't really played for us at all this season. Got one snap on defense and has got a little bit of work in special teams. But I thought after the bye, we're going to incorporate him a little bit more. Maybe Patrick Peterson, Levi Wallace, less playing time. JPJ, Desmond King, more playing time. But obviously, that is not the case. So who knows what to think of it? We could speculate many different angles on this. One, maybe Desmond started to view himself not as much of a volunteer anymore with the Steelers due to his lack of playing time and wanted out. And we know Tomlin's ruling on that. We want volunteers, not hostages.
It's better to have volunteers as opposed to hostages.
Or maybe it was just more of a Steeler thing and they couldn't find a role for Desmond King going forward for the rest of the season on this roster, particularly in the secondary. We got safeties like Minkah Fitzpatrick, DeMonte Casey, Keanu Neal, Elijah Riley, whether you want to consider him a safety or cornerback. And then in the actual cornerback spot, you got JPJ, Chandon Sullivan, James Pierre, Pat P, Levi Wallace. I'm hard-pressed that we couldn't find some type of niche for Desmond King out of all those players. But here we are. Not shortly after, however, the Steelers brought in a replacement for Desmond King. So maybe they do have a plan with this after all. Maybe they're going less veteran, more youth movement with speed and athleticism, because they picked up rookie cornerback Darius Rush off of the Kansas City Chiefs practice squad. The breakdown on Rush is he was a 5th-round pick in this year's draft, 138th overall, selected by the Indianapolis Colts. Played college ball at the University of South Carolina, like I said, known for his athleticism, ran a 4.36 40 at the combine. Also has pretty good size, almost 6'2", and almost weighs 200 pounds. Is known to play, dare I say, a little bit like JPJ. A good man-to-man corner, can be physical. And I'd argue, based off of his 5th-round pick, went a little bit later than what he was supposed to go in the draft. Because I remember watching some of this dude's tape and felt like he was supposed to be a 3rd or 4th rounder, almost like Corey Trice. I guess if you want to be skeptical, I'd wonder why he is just on the Chiefs practice squad, why he isn't getting actual playing time or isn't on a 53-man roster somewhere else. But he did some things in preseason, like get a pick 6, also had some negative plays out there as well, but you could get that from a rookie, right? I think this is low risk, high reward, and I think the crazy part is, too, considering that Corey Trice is out for the season with us with an ACL, we got a dude. I don't know if we had him higher on our draft board personally, but we got a dude that was taken higher than Trice in the NFL draft at the cornerback spot. So he, in a way, even though right now he's Desmond King's replacement, he could potentially be Corey Trice's replacement in this cornerback room as the season goes on, if he can actually get some playing time. I'm just glad it looks like the Steelers actually had some sort of plan for releasing Desmond King, because that move in and of itself felt like to me absolutely making no sense. But at least we got this dude in Darius Rush who may have some upside. So I'm fine with everything that took place yesterday. The Desmond King release, us bringing in Darius Rush, because obviously Desmond King didn't have a spot on this team, but maybe we see something in Darius Rush, and who knows? But yeah, I'm good with it. I give it the thumbs up. They were strange moves, but also interesting and also potentially good nonetheless. But that's it for today's episode of Big Deke News. You can catch me over at Bleacher Report today, 2 p.m. I'm going to be doing a live stream over there. We're going to be talking about some trade prospects for the Steelers coming up on the trade deadline. I know I broke down, I think it was like 7 or 8 names on the last stream, but I got like 5, 6, maybe even 7 new ones that may be more unsung, maybe a little bit more underrated that we'll go over. And I'll talk more about some stuff that has popped up with like Mike Tomlin, his decision to potentially start Dan Moore over Broderick Jones, JPJ, his playing time, and just some other hot topics surrounding Steeler Nation. So stop through 2 p.m. I'll see you guys there. Stay chilling. Hope you enjoyed, and peace.